Hey everyone, Atano here, and this is once again another installment video in our machine guide series. Today's video will focus on the Rollerback, and by the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to know about them, from their strengths to weaknesses, to what resources they carry, and most importantly, how to take them down. The Horizon Burning Shores expansion is soon to be released, and I will be continuing this series for all the new machines we will be getting. So if you have any interest in seeing those videos, definitely subscribe so you don't miss out when they're uploaded. I also recently created a Discord server for the channel, so if you're interested, the link to that will be down in the description. But without further ado, this is all you need to know about the Rollerback. The Rollerback is a mid-weight transport class machine whose design is based off the pangolin, with its armor-plated body, long tail, and ability to curl into itself. Being that it is a transport machine, it carries resources gathered by their acquisition counterparts to various machine manufacturing and terraforming systems. Transport machines will carry more valuable loot and are often accompanied by combat or recon class machines for protection. Rollerbacks are an exception as they have extremely high agility, maneuverability, and armor plating, negating the need for extra protection from combat class machines. They carry a large cargo pod tucked under their stomach, which can often provide high value loot if you manage to remove it. However, you will find them in pairs or groups, making that task a bit more difficult when they begin overwhelming you with their large area of effect melee attacks. The Rollerback is going to do all it can to take you down with these high speed melee attacks. And to aid itself in doing that, it will shoot adhesive payloads to slow you down and make dodging their attacks more difficult. An outfit with high resistance to melee damage will be an incredible aid during your fight with the Rollerback. The Nora Valiant and Oseram Striker will be great earlier game outfit choices for melee resistance, while both the Oseram Artificer and Tanakh the Vanquisher will be the best later game outfits. And aside from the Tanakh the Vanquisher, all these outfits will provide good fire resistance to protect against the Rollerback's Thruster Fire Blast. As for weapons, Tripcasters work very well against the Rollerback, as they'll often be rolling around at high speeds during your encounter, making them much more susceptible to accidentally tripping your wires. I enjoy using the Tinker's Pride, which can be obtained after earning full stripes at all 12 trials in the Hunting Grounds. Its damage over time perk works great with its stagger beams if the Rollerback is knocked over by one, and also its explosive wires can deal high damage, especially when the machine is frozen. Shredder gauntlets with tear ammo like the Ancestor's Return can be a great aid in tearing off the Rollerback's numerous armor plates across its body. Its acid shredders will be great for weakening those armor plates, which after you can then use the tear shredders to more easily rip off. Just be sure to destroy its gravity generator on its back to prevent it from reattaching those armor plates once removed. Rollerbacks can also be a great machine to practice some more advanced melee skills on if you feel like switching things up a bit. I equipped the Oseram Artificer outfit and use it along with the Karja's Bane Legendary Warrior Bow. This bow's melee follow-up perks add more incentive to utilize melee, while its spread shot technique is really great for dealing damage to the Rollerback's thrusters when they're on cooldown and also their armor plates. Definitely give melee a try next time you fight one of these, but always keep in mind your attack timing and dodge windows, as melee will always leave you more susceptible to being damaged. The Rollerback's main strengths are its high maneuverability and heavy armor plating. Their high maneuverability can make them unpredictable at times when they decide to start rolling around, so be prepared to dodge when they start coming your way. The standard variant is weak to acid, while the Apex variant is weak to frost. Exploiting their acid weakness can be helpful for weakening and removing their armor plating. If you manage to remove these plates, look out for its adhesive sac located on its front legs. Then with some well-placed shots from your bow, you can detonate these sacs and prevent it from rolling around while the adhesive state is active. This will also disable their adhesive projectile attacks that can often slow you down during the fight. The Rollerback mainly uses its various thrusters located on its backside to propel itself up and around the battlefield at extremely high speeds. Many of these attacks can be difficult to dodge as they have large hitboxes, so be on your toes and ready to react in a moment's notice. The thrusters also serve as has invaluable weak spots when they enter their cooldown state. You'll know when they're on cooldown when they glow orange. This state will last long enough to get a few arrows in, but be ready to dodge out of the way when they begin charging up their large thruster fire blast. Above these thrusters will lie the Rollerback's cooling blocks and gravity generator. The cooling blocks can be torn off to provide loot, while the gravity generator can be destroyed, causing a concussive blast. If left intact, the Rollerback will use this generator to reattach its once removed armor plating to help give it the upper hand once again in the fight. So destroying it may be in your best interest. And finally, one of the more notable features on the Rollerback will be their hammer tail. They'll often use this tail like a hammer and slam it to the ground, causing concussive waves to head your way. Then they might swing their tail consecutively in a 360-degree sweeping motion to sweep you off your feet. This here is when I find that an evader plus weave is really helpful against a Rollerback. Having the ability to dodge an extra time or two without stumbling really helps against these wide area of effect attacks. You can also tear off the hammer tail to prevent it from using these abilities. For a fun takedown against the Rollerback, try using an aggressive trapper playstyle with the fully upgraded Trap Specialist Valor Surge and the Karja Stalker Elite outfit. When activated, this Valor Surge will send out hovering mines around the battlefield while also increasing trap damage by 100%. The Karja Stalker Elite's Quick Trapper perk allows traps to be placed instantly without any delay, making for a more aggressive approach. And finally, adding the Frozen status on top of this before laying down your numerous explosive traps and tripwires will further increase your damage output, making for quick and easy takedowns. When destroyed, the Rollerback will drop a high amount of loot given that it is a transport class machine. There's a lot to loot to go over, so I'll do my best to cover the most useful ones, and I'm going to break it down based on the machine's components rather than by each resource like we normally do. On the Rollerback's body, look out for Blast Paste, the Rollerback primary nerve, and the Rollerback circulator, all with various percentages to drop. If left intact, the Rollerback's adhesive sac will have a 100% chance to provide stick paste, an important resource for crafting adhesive ammo types. Furthermore, the gravity generator will provide additional blast paste loot along with crystal braiding, another important resource for crafting stagger beams and shield wires. Now that we have the body covered, both the resource containers and cooling blocks provide a small chance to contain blast paste and the Rollerback primary nerve. The Rollerback has multiple of these components on its body, so you can highly increase your chances of looting these resources. The Rollerback hammer tail is also an important resource for gear upgrades, but it will need to be removed with tear damage before destroying the machine if you want to loot it. And last but certainly not least is the cargo crate on the Rollerback's stomach. The loot for this crate is highly variable, and I found it difficult to give exact data on what you can obtain. It seems that you'll get loot ranging from machine cores, blast paste, metal shards, and braided wire, but your mileage may vary. The crate will be destroyed though if not removed during the fight. The crate has 2 holders on each side that require precise aiming to detach. If you have trouble detaching the crate during combat like I do sometimes, turn on the easy loot function in the game settings. This allows you to destroy the machine without the cargo crate being destroyed along with it. If I missed any loot you think are beneficial, then please feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know. That's going to do it for the Rollerback guide today, and if you'd like to see more machine guide videos, go ahead and click on that video right there on your screen and definitely give this video a like. It really helps out the channel. And as always, thanks for tuning in today. I'll see you all in the next one.